So yes, it has been another year. 2017 is finished and this is the final day of the year and the final video of the year. Now we have got a lot to do and a lot to talk about. 473 miles. We're down here in Bari. We've got to drive up to Venice, pretty much the length of Italy. Almost 500 miles in our trusty Scania. So yeah, I have been driving this Scania ever since it came out. It has been my sort of main sort of new generation truck, and I've now done almost 5,000 miles in it over the time I've had it, which is pretty impressive. I have had it in a few different skins, but yeah, I really do like this truck. It's been pretty epic, and it's going to be its final adventure of the year until 2018. I cannot believe I'm saying that. But we're in gear. We are all okay on the temps, I think. Let me just think how to use my new G29 buttons. We're pretty much full on fuel. Let's reset the trip and we should be good to go. We've got a yacht on the back, as you can see, which is pretty cool. Courtesy of the sort of new Italy DLC. I believe that comes with it. It does look rather cool, and as you can also see, it is snowing, which is awesome. But I don't have the winter physics mod on, so we won't be sliding into a hedge or anything. We should all be good. So let's turn right here and get on the road. But yeah, 2017 done. Cannot believe it. I've had the channel now for almost, well, over 4 years. Started back in September 2013, and yeah, I'm definitely not thinking of stopping because I just enjoy doing it. It's a bit tight, this bit, isn't it? I like the entrance there with all the lights at the top. What's that say? I think it's the wrong way round, isn't it? There's no writing on there. It's writing on the back though. Doesn't seem right. Ooh, that is close. Don't want to mess that up. Oh, I'm not indicating. Where's the button? Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? It's not rear steering this. Didn't notice. I'm making an absolute mess of this so far. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. Anchor left. But yeah, what a year. Hopefully you're all doing okay. And everything like that. Let's indicate out here before I start talking. So 141 videos I've done this year. And I think that works out to be around one video every 2.6 days. Which I find pretty impressive, to be honest. I've gone through sort of going on holiday, moving house, having no Wi-Fi, GCSEs, revision, and I think, I don't like to sort of be cocky or anything, but I think I've done pretty well in thinking about that. I said this time last year, when I was making this video last year, the 2016 recap video, I said that this year would be pretty rubbish, or the first half of it at least, due to my GCSEs, and it sort of was, thinking about it. I didn't really get much time to record between, let's say, late March and mid-June when they're finished. But I'm still getting used to all these buttons. Right, which one do I need? Let's go in this one. Let's go in the auto pass. It's tight with this trailer. It's quite deceiving because it sticks out quite a bit with the boat on the back. Right, where are we going now? These roads are insane. I just got no idea what lane to be in. Lanes are disappearing all over the place. Wow. It's only 6:15 in the morning, so hopefully I go a little bit brighter later. Let's get it up to speed and turn the cruise control on. There we go. So yeah, 141 videos. I think we're at 526 videos, something like that now overall on the channel, so a good chunk of that this year. I'd say it'd probably be much closer to 200 if I had a bit more time on my hands earlier in the year, but that wasn't meant to be. So starting off with the time lapses, I've gone from episode 73 to 105, so that's 33 time lapses and one video every 1.6 weeks. So I try to keep the time lapses one every week, but obviously at the start of the year and sort of later this year I have been a little bit busy with Christmas, and then I've had sort of mini tests in class because I've started my A-levels, so 1.6, not too bad I find. Test Drive Thursday I managed to do once again every single week since I've started it. We're on episode 137 now, and I think it's next year I would have been doing it for, it's either 2, hang on, let me think, yeah, 3 years solid next year, which is just mad. It's gone so quick, that series. 3 years doing that. I've just been looking at the older videos and how sort of my reviews in Test Drive Thursday have developed. It's just amazing sometimes to just look back and how much things have changed. So yeah, 52 videos on the Test Drive Thursday playlist, one every week. Now with Let's Play American Truck Simulator, we started on episode 55 and we're now up to 86, so that's 32 videos, so again roughly one every 1.5 weeks. At the start of the year I didn't really record much Let's Play American Truck Sim, and to be honest, towards the end of the year we've had so much other stuff coming out for Eurotruck, like Italy DLC, the new Scania, and then Christmas has came. I just haven't been able to record any, and to be honest I don't really feel like doing it anyway. I know there's the new Mexico map, but to be honest I'm really not that bothered about American Truck at the moment. I'm just getting a lot more out of Eurotruck because there's so much more to explore, so many sort of mods coming out for it. I mean, just try to have a look at a new truck mod coming out for ATS. I've been wanting to do a Test Drive Thursday video for ATS, but there's just no mods coming out, so I have to do Eurotruck ones. The last ATS one was about 7 weeks ago, and then the last one before that I don't even know. So it just shows you really there's just not much coming out for that game. Not sure why this guy is going so slow. Let's just wait for this guy to pass. Let's just speed up a bit, because we have got a lot to talk about today and a lot of miles to cover. I don't have time for you, dude. I believe this is also an external contract, so I am limited to 50 or 90 kilometers an hour or 55 miles an hour, which is a bit of a pain, but saying that, the speed limit in Italy is 50 anyway, so not too bad. Now another thing that I think you'd be interested in is the amount of subscribers that we've gained this year. So we've gained 458 and we've also lost 86, giving an overall total of 372 this year versus the 286 last year. Now you may have also noticed that I've uploaded a recent video called Cheap Trucks Heavy Trailer, and that's done really well, over 15,000 views, and it's going up every single day in less than 2 weeks, which is pretty amazing. It's the best video views wise that I've ever released, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And I believe we're over 400 subscribers now if you count it up, because that is a few days behind the YouTube analytics. I mean, I gained 26 subscribers on Boxing Day. That's my highest it's ever been, I think. 26 subs, so it's pretty impressive for me. I'm messing up all my buttons here. I just got no idea what to press. There we go. Just try and indicate out. Is he going to let me out? No. There we go. And also my watch time is 264,000 minutes this year, which equates to about 183 days. In comparison to last year we got 146,000 minutes, so an increase of 100,000 minutes of watch time, which sort of suggests the amount of people viewing the whole video is going up, or maybe the length of my videos are going up, one of the two, which is pretty cool that that's going up so much, almost doubled when you think about it. Views, so this year we have got 124,000 views. Overall the channel's got 222,000 views now, and last year we got 85,000 views, so again that's going up by 40,000 views this year. Likes, we got 1,682 likes versus 1,363 last year. Dislikes have gone down, which is always a good thing. 166 this year versus 183 last year. The comments sadly have gone down by quite a bit. We got 396 comments this year versus 585 last year, so a decrease of 200 comments, which is quite a lot really. I haven't really noticed, but again that's probably due to sort of earlier this year, everything that went on. And the shares have also gone down, 241 versus 304 last year. So overall I am pretty happy with those numbers. I think that's pretty well, considering that maybe 8 months of the year have been, maybe 7 actually, have been sort of full on dedicated to YouTube, so not too bad. It's definitely going in the right direction. Let's see where we are though. We've got 334 miles left to do. So we've done what, about 100 miles? Just coming up to a town now. We've still got over half a tank. Let's see how we're doing on the fuel actually. 61. That's pretty good. Let's see if we get it in our 50s before the end. There we go, it's pattern cruise control. So some video highlights of the year. So the first ever video of this year was a time-lapse actually. Time-lapse 73, Marseille in ice. So that was sort of exploring the Marseille area in, well, back then it was the newly released France DLC, which is now over a year old. I cannot believe that. I can just remember all the hype about it, and then now a year old. And then the first ever Test Drive Thursday video of the year was actually reviewing the Volvo F60 mod, which I reviewed in the previous episode of Test Drive Thursday. So I did say I had looked at it before, and indeed I had. So that's pretty cool to look back on. It was in version 1 of its stage now. I'm not exactly sure what version it's on now. I actually got it from the Steam workshop, that mod, the other day. And the first Let's Play American Truck Simulator was actually in February. So again, as I said earlier, at the start of the year there was just so much going on with the sort of France DLC, and just the fact that it was January. Not much happens on YouTube in January. So the first Let's Play was the 5th of February. I believe it was something like almost running out of fuel, and we just sort of coast into the fuel station, which is pretty funny. I've definitely got to get back into Let's Play American Truck Sim because I do enjoy it. I think I may do it up to about episode 100. That'll round it off sort of nicely, won't it? Unless you want me to carry on with it, we could do sort of a Q&A. There was someone in the comments saying the other day that they wanted to do sort of more sort of talking videos rather than just talking about the game. So I think that'd be an ideal opportunity to do that if any more of you want me to do those kind of videos. moving on to March was the start of my sort of quick hoon series that I'm doing on Assetto Corsair. The first video was with the Alpha 4C, probably my favourite sports car at the moment. So yeah, they're pretty fun. Just no talking, just pure sort of driving, sounds, views up a mountain road in Assetto Corsa, which is always pretty fun. The last video actually was, I believe it was about a week ago, driving the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio, which is a great car. I absolutely love that. I'd have that over an M3, over a C63, over an RS4. I really do love it. Right, let's get back in this lane. I feel like we're drifting over a bit. The AI trucks seem to be braking when we go past, which usually means we're veering into their lane. So yeah, that was that series. There's not too much going on in the Quick Hoon series, like in terms of interaction, likes, dislikes, comments, but I do enjoy to make them, and they do always get over 100 views, so I like to make them every so often. I'm going to try and make it maybe once a month in 2018 and see how we do from there. And if you don't want me to do that, and a few people don't want me to do that anymore and rather have Euro truck, American truck videos, please do tell me. So the 100th Test Drive Thursday video was actually in April this year with the MAN TGX, probably one of my favourite trucks in the game. I think I was talking about that in one of my recent videos, my favourite trucks in the game. But yeah, I love the way the MAN drives, and that was the 100th Test Drive Thursday. And then Test Drive Thursday 101 was when I got to try the new Scania in mod form, and that got over 12,000 views at the minute. I mean, how cool is that? There's so much hype about the new Scania earlier this year. I mean, 12k? I believe it's my third best video now, which is pretty impressive for just a little mod review. And then followed by Test Drive Thursday 102 when I drove the new Renault T, again in mod form, and that got over 2.2k views, which again is really impressive. And I don't know if any of you have seen the new sort of trailer for 2018 or Christmas video, I can't remember what it was, that SCS released. I believe it's last week. They've shown an MAN TG, well, the MAN Euro 6, and they also shown the Renault Range T in that video, sort of suggesting that in 2018 those trucks may be coming. Obviously we've got no idea when, but pretty exciting stuff, and hopefully we get the same reaction with those mods, and I get to make some cool videos with them. I don't have to stop in this lane now because there's another truck up ahead. I think I may as well. You know what the AI is like in this game. Just gotta be careful not to whack that Renault. Even though you probably like to see that, all you Renault haters out there. Right, let's just hang back in this lane in case there's traffic behind us wanting to pass. We're coming up on that town now, aren't we? Oh no, we've passed it. 222 miles left. We are flying. This truck is so good for cruising. We've done, what, 252 miles already? Wow. We're down to 58 litres every 100 mile. That is really good. I love how you gotta be so aggressive when changing lanes in this game. They used to let you out and pull out. I remember the video, them changing it. But now, it seems to have gone back to being worse. Let's get back in this lane. So yeah, after that, I managed to do 4 videos in a row, including those Test Drive Thursdays, with over 1,500 views between April and May, which is probably the best I've ever managed. Look at that. Lambo Huracan. He's brave for taking that out in the snow, I have to say, but it is 4-wheel drive, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. May, nothing much happened in May. I had to actually do a 3-minute test drive Thursday video. I don't know if any of you remembered that, due to exam revision, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest. A 3-minute video. It just shows you I really want to keep that series going. I'm not sort of losing my streak. I'll take anything to make that video. I mean, I've gone through exams, I've gone with having no Wi-Fi, and I still managed to do it this year, which I said this last year. I'm so happy about that series. I really do enjoy it. I think it works really well. I've got it to a point now where I think the format works best. There are some things that I want to improve, but pretty much it's where I want it to be. At the end of June, as I said, I finished my exams and the videos started to build again, because between, say, sort of April and mid-June, I was only making Test Drive Thursdays and the occasional time-lapse. There wasn't any sort of time for Let's Play American Truck Sims or other videos like that, Assetto Corsa. But after that, I decided to start making those videos again, as I had a lot more time on my hands. Talking about a lot more time on my hands, in July I managed to do sort of daily videos for a couple of weeks, and then for most of August I did do daily videos whilst I was on holiday and moving. So I just made loads of videos pre-recorded and just set them to go live, as I had pretty much nothing else to do. Right, not that that's a bad thing, making videos, nothing else to do. I do really enjoy making them. That's why I do this. I mean, I've done over 500 videos, maybe around 750 subscribers now, is it? So, what was that? I am speeding, I know, but I've got to get there. So yeah, after, well, mid-July I actually returned for a Fernbus video, just to see if anyone would still want to see that, and if I still wanted to play it. And to be honest, when I went on that game, I was really disappointed. The amount of sort of textures flickering, and just, it was horrible to play. The gameplay, it really was bad. So I decided to just cancel that. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more Fernbus videos. I may go back to it this year just to see where it is, but I haven't even installed it on this new computer. I'm not too bothered about it, to be honest. It just feels like a beta to play. It doesn't feel like a complete game. And I can't remember how much it was. I can't remember it being cheap though. And I also did an Exploring France video in August, and many of you probably won't even have heard of that series, but it's where, when the France DLC first came out, a bit like Italy Adventures, if any of you have watched that recently, I did sort of touring around France looking at the scenery, and when I went back to it in August, pretty much everyone had already seen it, so I decided to cancel that. So no more Exploring France, and there hasn't been since August. And then at the end of August and September I came back off holiday and actually moved house, meaning I had no Wi-Fi. I believe it was about 3 weeks, so I had to upload off this 4G Wi-Fi sim box thing, which wasn't ideal, but again I still managed to do all Test Drive Thursday videos, and I think I did upload one time lapse in that time, but I can't quite remember. So yeah, after the Wi-Fi came, it did sort of build up again into September, which is when I started my A-levels, which are still really difficult. The physics teacher really isn't great, to be honest, when he's here. I mean, in fact, I'll talk about that for a second, because some of you want me to talk about other stuff rather than the game. What is going on? What the heck? Whoa! Did you see that then? That car was on its roof, leaning against a trailer. This game never fails to deliver. Oh no, it's the wrong button. I still need to get used to that. Let's turn into this lane. Still good on fuel. So where was I? I'm just looking at my notes. If you're wondering whilst I'm looking over this way, I've got my notes on the other screen. I'm not all getting this from my head. That would be pretty impressive if I did though. So at the end of August, I forgot to mention this, episode 120 on Test Drive Thursday, I managed to get another 7,000 views on a new Scania mod, which again sort of shows people are still pretty excited about the Scania at this point. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I also did a Halloween video. I didn't do one in 2016, but I did in 2015, so I thought I'd go back to doing that. It's called The Final Delivery. If you haven't already seen it, make sure you go and check it out, because I did love making that. It's an American truck simulator, bit different, but hopefully you should enjoy it. I'll probably do another one this year with a little bit more sort of planning and time, because it was a bit last minute. I think I recorded it the day before. And then in November, New Mexico released. I did a first look at that. It didn't do too well. I mean, I did 300 views on that video, and it sort of shows me that I need to sort of stop doing these first look videos, because sort of beta testers who have access to the game early get to release them days before release, and as I'm not a beta tester and SCS don't give me these sort of keys early to take a look at and record, I cannot keep up with those guys, so I need to sort of focus on doing something different. I mean, that's why I did the cheap truck heavy trailer thing with the special transport DLC, because I knew that there was already videos on the special transport DLC from beta testers, so I thought I'd do something different and a little bit exciting with the cheap truck heavy trailer, and it's gave me what, over 15k views in 2 weeks, in under 2 weeks. So I'm definitely going to be more different videos rather than first looks in 2018, and that's better for the channel, better for views, better to grow the community. Oh, I'm still clicking the wrong button. My cruise control button is on top of my wipers, and I keep getting them mixed up. Right, where are we? So, new Scania, also in November, was released, as I said. I did do a Test Drive Thursday video on that, and a time-lapse. Both got over 500 views, which again shows you, before the Scania was released and we were only on mods, with my Test Drive Thursday I got over what, 12k views in one and 7k views in the other. However, when it was finally released and I did a video on it, it only got 500 views, because there was already footage out there and people could just drive it for themselves. So I definitely need to do something different again when maybe the Renault Range T is released, and the MAN, if that is released. I'm not giving you my ideas, but I definitely have a few for what we can do. That's not saying I won't do a sort of first look video, so I do want to have one of those, but that'll probably be after I've released my sort of different video, if you get what I mean. So the 5th of December, I believe that was when the Italy DLC was released. I did my first little trailer for that. I thought, whoa, is that just me, or did the sky just change? Okay, that was weird. I thought the game just crashed then, because it did freeze for a second. But again, I did try something new with that, doing a sort of promo trailer. Again, other people do it anyway, so probably not going to do that again. It didn't get that many views for the amount of time it took. I started Italian Ventures in December, which again is now cancelled for the same reason I was just talking about, because people have already seen it, and it ended up just getting pretty much no views. The last one is only just reached 100 views in 2 weeks, so I'm not doing that anymore. I did sort of do a Q&A with it, but only one person, and I'm very thankful for who entered the questions in, but only one person did sort of enter the questions in. And it sort of shows that no one really wants to see it. I think we're almost here though, are we? Got 30 miles left, not too bad. Got a few more things to talk about, but we should do it all. So, as I've been saying, the best video of the year, and pretty much ever on the channel for growth, has been the Cheap Truck Heavy Trailer, the first episode of that, with over 15k views in less than 2 weeks. I mean, I really enjoyed making it. If you haven't seen it already, definitely do go and check it out. People seem to like it and enjoy it. Oh, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. So yeah, definitely take a look at that. I enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun, but of a bit of a shame with the ending that we didn't make it, but definitely go and check that out. It's a lot of fun to watch. Let's get in this lane through the auto pass. Should we race this staff? Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, I don't think we got him. This is absolutely flat now, nothing more to give. There we go. But yeah, that's some of the video highlights for this year. There was many more, as I said, over 140 videos this year. So I have enjoyed making every single one. Well, pretty much every single one, apart from the 3-minute test drive Thursday, which was a bit stressful to make. I think I did it really last minute. But in other talks, December has been pretty much the best month for the channel this year, with over 23,000 views, which is over 10% of the channel's views this year, this month alone, and I've gained over 100 views this month, which is what, over 15% of the channel's subscribers just in this month. So that has been pretty amazing. For 2018, as I said, I want to focus more on doing different videos rather than first looks and sort of trailers and things like that, because people already do them. I just want to do something different, and I think it's going to be a lot better for that. If the current growth carries on the same with subscribers, we should hit around 1.3k, but I do want to aim for 1.5k, and it'd be absolutely awesome if we can hit 2,000 next year. I also need to organise a sub convoy, because I said we'd do one for 500 subscribers and we're at 750, so I definitely need to do something with that. I don't have to sort of wait for 1,000 subscribers, but I think that's a bit unfair, so I'm definitely going to have to organise one early 2018. I'll tell you in advance, and I'll probably put a sort of notification on the ETS multiplayer page where you can all sign up for it and everything, so I can see who's coming, and I'll do a sort of time-lapse video of that. But yeah, that was pretty well timed, wasn't it? Pulling up at the depot, and I've pretty much finished everything I wanted to say. In fact, yeah, I have finished everything I wanted to say, so that was really good. But what a year it's been awesome. Hopefully you have enjoyed everything I've done this year, and if you did, please do say in the comments your best video, so I know more of the stuff to make next year. It's kind of hard to reverse this because of the boat on the back. It's hard to see where you're positioning it. I think I've overcooked that. Definitely need to improve on my reversing this year, well, next year. There we go. So neutral, brake on, and engine off. Lights off as well. So that's me done for 2017. Let's just unload, see how we did. Yeah, as I said, it's been an epic year, and I really appreciate all of your sort of support and following. It has been awesome, but excellent. 474 miles, 285.6. In fact, let me just check how we done on fuel. I am interested in that sort of fuel economy side. So 60, not bad. Not bad for a 730 V8. Again, if you have enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and make sure to put your favourite video down below. And goodbye.